So, tell me who you are.
I'm Aurélie Baranger and I'm the director of Autism Europe.
Okay, and so what is the mission statement of Autism Europe?
Well, Autism Europe strives to improve the quality of life of autistic people. And really our primary goal is to advocate for the full realization of their rights.
Okay, and so I'm obviously at the conference that you do, so doing the conference is one part of it. What else do you do?
So, on a daily basis, we advocate towards the European institution in Brussels. So we have close relationship with the European Parliament, with members of the European Parliament, with the European Commission. For example, we are a member of the so-called Disability Platform. It's a platform that is chaired by the European Commission, and it promotes cooperation between the European Commission, representatives from member states, and the NGO sector in the field of disability. So we are one of 12 disabled people organizations that sit in the disability platform, and we all strive for the implementation of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, and also the corresponding strategy for the rights of persons with disabilities that has been adopted by the European Union. Because, as you may or may not know, the European Union has ratified the UNCRPD. It's the first time that the European Union is party to such a human rights treaty.
That is the one that, for instance, includes the UN Convention on Education, right?
Well, there is an article on education within the scope of the UNCRPD. So indeed, access to education is there. Autistic children, autistic students should have access to mainstream education in the general education system with adequate accommodation.
Yeah, that's kind of my field of expertise. I work at a school as a school assistant.
Okay.
With autistic children, being autistic myself, I did not have a very good time in the education system, and I never finished any job education. But I can work in these fields because some of them will recognize being autistic as a job qualification, if you will.
To understand those autistic children and fellow neurodivergent.
Yeah, and so that UN treaty that you just mentioned, I think Germany ratified it in 2009 concerning education, and that's when inclusion started in Germany.
Yes. I will trust you on that. I don't have all the ratification dates, but indeed, the convention really covers all area of life. So from education to employment to access to health, leisure, political participation, legal capacity. That was one of the key components of the UN Convention, is recognition of legal capacity also for all disabled people. Humanitarian action, and so on and so forth. So it is a very powerful tool to advocate for the rights of disabled people and autistic people also.
I had a really good time at the conference.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful I got to do a poster presentation myself. And I think you did a pretty good job, and so did As I Am. So yeah, I really like what you guys did.
Well, that's wonderful to hear, and yes, really, most of the credit for this edition goes to As I Am. It's the first time that we have an autistic-led member that is running and hosting the conference, and for the first time also here in Dublin. So for us, it was really an important point in time, and we are really delighted about the feedback we've heard so far, and the positive outcomes that people got from the Congress. So.
One thing I really liked about the conference is that it's very well staffed, and whenever I was looking lost, or whenever there was some kind of problem, there was like right away there'd be a human being.
Okay.
And they'd be very focused on fixing whatever was missing in that moment, or supporting, or and it was just great, you know, like it felt very human because, you know, it's not just some plan on the wall that'll tell you where to go, but it's people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that was a very nice experience.
And I'm really glad that you got this, let's say, experience at the conference, because the accessibility has been central to the organization of the Congress. That's really something that we wanted everyone to feel welcome. We wanted everyone to feel like they were welcome and to feel that they belonged and that they felt well, and that it was not a traumatizing experience in any way, because sometimes it can be in such a large congresses, it can be extremely overwhelming, it can be...
It is overwhelming. I'm totally drained.
Yes,
but,
okay, yes, I take it.
That's how it's going to be for me if I go to conferences.
Yes,
so,
yes. I think to an extent indeed too, for everyone it's 3 intense days.
It is. All right. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much, and thank you for taking part.